What's up? What's up? What's up? So, today is actually going to be my first video ever that is actually going to be sponsored. This is going to be a sponsored video by Vinyl Up Boys. This is a brand that you can actually tap in with, and you can get Mylar bags printed out. You can get labels. You can get shirts. You can get any custom prints printed for a very, very affordable price. So, this is a very reliable person. And not only that, this is also someone who is definitely doing a great service. So, this is a pleasure to have this video sponsored by them. With this being said, today's video is going to be a review of the cherry pie from KF Organics, KF Craft Organics, actually. And this is an amazing batch. This is actually an amazing batch of cherry pie. I was actually really surprised. I've honestly had cherry pie only. I'm not even sure how many times. I've only seen it only a very select few times. So this was a privilege to get the chance to actually smoke some of it. And this was actually the real batch. I actually found a seed in it, which usually is a actually it's not a good sign for all strains, but for this one right here, it's an amazing sign. That is usually a good sign that it's the real one. Unfortunately, though, I grinded the seed. I threw the weed in the grinder, and I actually didn't find the seed until literally the last nug that I grinded up. So I wish I came across that one earlier. I wish I actually found it and was able to save it because that would have been just a gem to have found. That would have just been a privilege, let's say it like that. But with that being said, let's just get into rating the strain. I would actually say this strain is definitely not necessarily a strain that's supposed to look amazing, but it definitely is still going to have some appeal to the look. It's definitely going to be something that isn't necessarily ugly, but I'm going to say a 6.7. The 6.7 is fair just because realistically, a 6.7 necessarily isn't, it's not bad, but it's just not amazing. It's not really supposed to be looking amazing though. So I would say a 6.7 is definitely very, very fair. I would say a 6.7 is very fair. Just doing some quick math real quick. Um, but yeah, a 6.7 for the look. It's not bad. Let's move on to the smell. The smell in this one is definitely, it's really, really nice. Let's say like that. You break the nugs up, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be smelling great, but it's not really gonna be a overwhelming, potent smell. It's definitely not gonna be something that's gonna be just drawing you in the second you open it. It's definitely gonna be a little bit weak on the smell, but it's definitely still a very pleasant, nice smell. So it's honestly gonna be getting an 8.2. I would say the smell isn't really going to match the taste. The taste is absolutely amazing. Taste is literally amazing. The taste is actually going to be getting a 9.7. I would say this is some great weed. Some people may think it should be a little bit lower than a 9.7. I may agree with them to an extent, but I would actually say the taste is just perfect. It's super subtle, super smooth. It's definitely not a super overwhelming taste, but it is just so pleasant and just great overall. I was just amazed by the taste, so really like the taste on this one. That would lead us to the high. The high on this one's actually going to be a 9.1, which actually is really, really nice. The 9.1 is definitely something that I feel is very good. I would actually say that this is definitely something that is not necessarily potent, but it's going to be something that's long lasting. It's definitely going to be something that is going to have you feeling great the whole time that you're experiencing the high. So I would actually say the high on this one is definitely really, really nice. I actually love cherry pie because the high is super subtle, but it's just so uplifting. The whole experience is just gonna have you happy the whole time. It's really nice. I really do truly love cherry pie because of that. It's just such a happy strain. It's such a good strain. But um, let me do the final numbers for the overall. This one is going to be getting a final score of, I should have done this before. It's going to be getting a final score of a 7.75. I would truly say that this is definitely a strain that I'm actually going to give my recommendation for. It's going for an amazing price. It's going for a super affordable price. And to be honest, anything that is grown organically in soil is something that's going to catch my attention right away because that's actually flour that's going to not only get you high, but it's going to do it in a clean way. So this is definitely getting my recommendation. Not the best score in the world for an overall. It is what it is. Just an amazing strain though. So it's getting my recommendation. And I want to give one final shout out to Vinyl Up Boys on Instagram. You can hit them up for Mylar bags. You can hit them up for any sticker designs you need. They do great service. So this is a privilege to have my first video sponsored by them. With this being said, though, I will have a bunch more content coming out in the next couple days. So definitely go check out all the content that I will be posting and definitely stay blessed. I will also have a lot of announcements coming. So keep your eyes out.